Hey everybody, and welcome back. This video is a little earlier today, and we are recording because I have more time today than I usually do. So I may actually do 2 or 3 videos depending on how I feel. It just really depends on how the night goes and, you know, how many interesting things happen in the game that make me want to continue playing. I kind of want to finish it so I can get Into Darkness Within 2, but I don't want to rush it either, so we'll see how that goes. So last time I found out what I was doing wrong, it was the simple mistake ever, and I figured it out, and now we have these doors finally unlocked. What do you mean I found a secret? How did I find a secret? I could understand if it was really hard to get to, but you have a key. You check the doors. There are 2 doors that are locked. Why wouldn't you check that one? And I'm pretty sure this, I don't know, maybe a glass object. I thought it might be the boxes behind it last time. Let's explore this room, see if we can find anything. Really? A glass object? Really? I thought it was made of plastic. What are all these? Is this another unreadable paper? Yes. Some kind of grinder. Can we use something on it? I know this isn't going to work, but I want to see if let's see if it lights up. No, it doesn't. Materia. As far as I know, materia means mineral in Latin. Oh god, any RPG gamer would tell you right off the bat what materia, what they think of when they hear materia. Ghouls again. 3 weeks after their previous attempt at the city cemetery last night. Oh no, City Cemetery. The comma there, obviously. Last night, a new digger was again stopped by the cemetery watchman, Gregor Thomas. Watchman Thomas thinks that this was the same man from the former incident. This time, he was more cautious, trying to dig with the aid of a single candle in the dead of the night. Had it not been for the barking of Gregor's dog, Buck, he would never have noticed his presence. Police have started an investigation. Now, if you remember, I don't remember which exact note it was. It was one of Field's notes that said he had to be careful while investigating the graveyard because of grave robbers. Oh, there's no secret in this. Same man from the former incident. I'm gonna check this whole thing just to make sure that this isn't another achievement or another like secret. Because like I said, it has to do with what we've already read. I don't think so though, because I don't think the dog's name would be very important. The only thing I could think of is the investigation. No. But that's kind of cool. That's kind of neat. Is that just the same thing? Yeah. I thought it might be just books up there. Alright, can we move this So this is the thing that blocks the door near the living room. Hold on, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I had to step away from the computer for a second. But just make sure we're still recording. We are. And that we're recording again. Because earlier when I first did this video, it actually failed. So it's definitely a good idea to keep an eye on it. Chemical objects in ancient books. I wouldn't have expected to find... What? I wouldn't have expected to find some such objects here. Really? After all you found out about Clarkfield, you wouldn't expect that? What's that? That looks kind of like the Necronomicon, like I was saying earlier. Conda. Alright, I think it's all the same thing. I don't want to like miss something. It's the same part of everything, but it's not. Yeah. Can you push it out of the way? I guess we can't. I thought for sure you would. Well, oh well. If we have to go around, we have to go around. What is this terrible? What's with this smoke? It is terrible. I can't stand it. Can you use something on that? No, like I said, I don't think you should probably use anything on anything in here because... Let's see what happens if you prolong yourself to the smoke. I don't think anything will happen, but I want to test it out just to be sure. It might be a secret or something. Because that really would be a secret, not just walking into a room that you unlocked. $20, $19, $18, $17, $16, $15, $14, $13, $12, $11, $10, $9, $8, $7, $6, $5, $4, $3, $2, $1, $0. I'm sure something would have happened by now if it was supposed to. I want to make sure I explored all this room. A very strong looking rusty chain. Jesus, what kind of stuff was this guy into? Okay, I wanted to look at that earlier. These look like letters to me. If so, I have never seen such an alphabet. Okay. There is some kind of dust in this pot which resembles a big urn. That's probably what it is. I do not want to predict what's inside. I'll tell you what's inside. It's the ashes of several versions. Because, you know, that's always what you gotta have to do so evil shit, blood or whatever of a virgin. And that's what it is. I don't know. Brother, with increasing anxiety, I realize that my special work and the items necessary for it are starting to attract attention. I'm writing to warn you that your activities may be under similar scrutiny. Scrutiny. I haven't heard that word in a while, actually. In the course of my recent investigations, I have started wandering around the most ancient and desolate cemeteries in the area. I feel curious eyes upon me, despite the fact that these places are desolate and far removed. If I were younger, I would show them the cost of such meddling. Alas, I am not a young man anymore. Those pursuing me are obviously part of an organized movement. I must refuse your heartfelt request. As you know, This house holds many secrets, and for this reason I must remain here. I have emptied and demolished a small wooden shed in the backyard that served as a laboratory. All of these things that shouldn't be seen in the light of day have been buried far away from here. During the dead of night, I brought all of my lab instruments inside and placed them in a room of the house. This will be more secure and will attract less attention. I plan to keep all of the curtains closed, although that may attract even more attention. You are doing similar research and should take the same precautions. Take care. J.O. J.O.? I can see Jonathan, but that should be Jonathan Field, not Jonathan O something. It says brother, but that could mean like a family or blood related brother, or like a brother in a cult. That could mean many things. Let's try about the cemeteries. I don't think there's probably anything in this, but what's the only I've always wanted to do? I wanted to see if that will say anything about the laboratory and the shed. No. And then things being buried, of course. Well, this is everything. This is the room, I guess, that he moved everything to. Nope. Alright, is that the... what's this down here? So it looks like some kind of creatures. They're around like a hanging post. No, I really can't tell where they are. This might be some kind of column from not a cathedral. What is that thing called? Jesus Christ, I should know this. I don't know if you could call it a Coliseum, but like I can't think of it. But like something during Roman times, that could be that is. Who's that guy? Some house? What's that on top? Is that chimney? What is that? That's a little big for a chimney. It might be some kind of shack or something they were talking about. That's it. Alright, is that all? Cause that's the drawings, and then that's the note. I think we've checked everything in here. And we can't open that, can we? No. Except, of course, behind this curtain. Because I want to check anything in the room itself before I went behind that curtain. What's that? It's like blood. Oh, hell. We have to go in that room where there's blood. I just thought of that. Alright, let's look all around here just to make sure the only thing we can use are the grinder and the materia. Alright. Now, I'm pretty sure I've seen this picture in the screenshots. Which is funny because they put a picture of a secret place in the screenshots. Which isn't anything bad, but I think it's just kind of funny. They didn't put anything like on the normal thing or anything like that. Oh hell, what are these? Strange drawings and the writings are unreadable. Looks like my handwriting. No, mine's just a bit better. Well, not much, but... Steer hard. What's that? Oh, that's just the book. I thought I mean that picture of a tree or whatever over there. Let's leave that alone. Some anatomical drawings. Yeah, the hell. These drawings look really frightening. That's just leaves. Is there anything up here we can check? I doubt there's anything really story-wise in this room. It'd kind of be pointless to put a story-wise thing, at least a necessary story-wise thing, in a secret room. Alright, let's look around. Alright, let's go this way. Does that make you leave? No, it does not. Let's check this table out. What the hell's going on here? I wonder what is the meaning of this drawing. Who knows? Got a finger on some kind of... I don't know. Maybe fingerprinting or I don't know, cut off finger. I have no idea. Some strange looking key with a triangle end. Same one. I'll look at it again, just make sure there's nothing I can... Make sure there was another secret by like clicking on certain things to put the picture together literally. Wow, that's kind of cool. I actually like that. I don't see anything you can click on. I don't think we can go through the window, but I want to try it anyway. No. Alright, let's get back on track here, because I'm pretty sure I've checked everything around here. Let's go to the the bloody room. There's just some things that make me laugh, because I mean, this guy's an investigator, but he's like, there's blood there. You know, that's probably not important. At least it looks like blood. I guess it could be something else. I'm sure that's blood, though. It's a weird theme for a party. Hey, there's one of those creatures again. Is he smoking? I think that's just part of the drawing, but it almost looks like he has a little cigarette in his mouth. Okay, this is just funny. What is that thing and why is it smiling? This is just the strangest picture I've seen so far in the game, and it's hilarious. I don't know, there must not be anything important in here. I mean, could you imagine walking in on something like that? You just walk through the woods, you're like, I'm just gonna back away slowly and pretend I didn't see anything. Maybe there's more of those creatures, but they look a little thinner. Alright, we got even more of Clockfield's house to explore. You know, the atmosphere reminds me of a lot of Scratches, which is another game I love, or I'd have to look up when each was released, because then Scratches would remind me of this, but all that remains here are some pieces of burned paper and something plastic that has melted. That's not a clue? Alright. Guessing whatever he was burning wasn't important. Gunshots in the Northwood Forest. Almost that time, too. 2 days ago, at about 2:45 a.m., a forester named Herman Greel, 59 years old, where does his age matter, reported that he heard some cries and gunshots which came from the depths of the Northwood Forest. Herman said that he was surprised because the gunshots sounded like they came from the older model rifles. He added that no hunting takes place in the area, and even if it did, those sounds were too violent and rapid to be from hunting. They sounded more like an armed conflict. Local police could not find anything during their examinations. The rifles. I thought that might be a clue. Time. I see the whole thing just to make sure we're not missing anything, because the rifles stuck out to me because we already found those rifles in the under the cabin. The coming eclipse. Really? After you have that dream? Shortly there will be an eclipse of the sun. We see the reflections of this event on television and in newspapers and magazines every day. But I don't want to talk about the scientific nature of this event here. I want to deal with the ridiculous claims of some esoteric groups who are keeping the press busy lately. A lot of esoteric groups are starting to worship the coming eclipse as a sign from their unmentionable God who's coming. Some of them have started to prophesy together with other esoteric ideas with secret meetings. It seems that the authorities do not take this situation seriously. However, it is obvious that these people have psychological problems and they are in need of immediate medical care. The situation is becoming more serious and worrying. Sorry about that. Got a bit of a cold. And I hope that the darkness these people will sink into will only last as a short time as the darkness that will be created by the coming eclipse. I was hoping he'd say something about the eclipse, since he saw it in the dream. I don't think that's going to have anything to do with it. Maybe the darkness of the incoming eclipse. Maybe he'll say something about that. No. So now we have a more understanding about the importance of the eclipse. Shit, let's explore it. If I could stop tripping over my own words. Let's just finish exploring this room and then we'll end the video. And I'll probably at least will do one more tonight because I'm really interested in seeing what the rest of the house is like. Alright. And we may have already explored the rest of it. It doesn't look like there's much more in here. All that over there didn't seem to be anything you could interact with. But we'll check it again to be sure. Well, that's a Yeah, at least it looks like a very Christian symbolic painting, especially compared to the others, which are really dark. But that could be something else I don't know about. So, it doesn't look like these cabinets or anything are really anything you can interact with. Just make sure you don't have to get closer to the armoire to use it. No. So there's nothing special in any of those. So later tonight I'll do another video and we will explore what's beyond this door. I'm guessing there's probably only one more room, but we'll see. We'll see what's beyond there and see what there's to do. Just throwing a few things out there that I never have before. Like I said, I'm streaming on this. If you want to add me to watch me, it's HardboiledShamus on Steam. That's what I'm playing the game through. And I also do have the same Twitch name, and on that I don't do this game, but I'll be doing some Evil Within because my friend just started playing it and I want to keep ahead of him. And I also do like Final Fantasy 14 and the online one, and just some random things here and there. Those are the two that I'm mainly playing right now. But if you want to add me on those, feel free. It's great. I love to have viewers. And thank you for watching, of course. And until next time, peace out.